Today marks 15 years since a 9.1 magnitude earthquake in the Indian Ocean triggered a tsunami,
which had waves as high as 30 meters tall.
In 2004, right after Christmas, people from Europe and America were enjoying sunny holidays on the beaches of Thailand, Sri Lanka, and Indonesia. But on that peaceful morning, something terrible happened. At 7:59 a.m., a massive earthquake struck deep under the Indian Ocean. It was incredibly strong, one of the biggest ever recorded. This powerful quake caused giant waves, some as tall as 30 meters, which is about 100 feet, to crash onto the shores without warning. Those enormous waves, known as the Boxing Day tsunami, hit 14 countries in the Indian Ocean area. The 14 countries affected were Indonesia, Thailand, Sri Lanka, India, Maldives, Malaysia, Myanmar, Bangladesh, Somalia, Kenya, Tanzania, Seychelles, Madagascar, and the Cocos Islands. Homes were destroyed and countless lives were lost. Almost 228,000 people died. Entire communities were wiped out in places like Banda Aceh, a city in Indonesia, which suffered the most. The disaster didn't just take lives, it also brought chaos to the daily lives of people in many coastal areas. Businesses were shattered and families torn apart. This event, a stark reminder of nature's immense power, remains one of the deadliest tragedies of our time. First, a massive earthquake hit Banda Aceh, causing significant, gigantic waves that swallowed everything in their path. Within 20 minutes, over 100,000 people lost their lives as buildings collapsed and cars were swept away. Shortly after, Thailand was struck. Waves, traveling at incredible speeds, surprised both locals and tourists, claiming nearly 5,400 lives, including many tourists who were enjoying the beach. An hour later, the waves reached the southeastern coast of India, causing widespread destruction and taking more than 10,000 lives. Sri Lanka, too, faced severe devastation, with over 30,000 people swept away from their homes. This powerful earthquake, unlike a single shake, lasted for 10 minutes, releasing energy equal to several thousand atomic bombs. Its impact was felt even in South Africa, where unsuspecting swimmers fell victim to the waves hours later. When the massive earthquake struck in 2004, something incredible happened beneath the ocean's surface. Enormous parts of the ocean floor were pushed upward, reaching heights of up to 130 feet. It looked as if the biggest rock in the entire world had been thrown into the Indian Ocean, creating waves that looked like mountains stretching in all directions. Explaining this phenomenon, tsunami expert Vasily Titov stressed that tsunamis are nothing like the waves we typically picture. He describes them as more alike to the ocean transforming into a turbulent river of white water, flooding everything in its path. Once caught in the powerful currents of a tsunami, survival becomes nearly impossible. As Titov pointed out, these waves are not just water. They carry debris that acts like a deadly finishing blow. Unlike earthquakes where some people may survive with injuries, tsunamis are incredibly difficult to survive. The sheer force of these waves, combined with the debris they carry, makes them one of the most devastating natural disasters humanity can face. Surviving a colossal tsunami like the one that struck in 2004 demands swift instincts and smart choices. Imagine, you're by the coast and the ground shakes violently, or the ocean oddly recedes, revealing the seafloor. These are nature's warnings, your cue to act fast, but people on that day couldn't have any idea what was going to happen. Such a disaster had never occurred before. According to reports, this rare sight led people, especially children, to visit the coast to investigate and collect the stranded fish, which ended in death. In the face of the 2004 tsunami, there were crucial steps that could have saved lives, yet tragically, many didn't have the chance to follow them. Waiting for official alerts proved fatal. Instead, trusting their instincts could have been their lifeline. Sensing something unusual, running instantly to higher ground would have made all the difference. Every second was vital, as tsunamis can race inland at incredible speeds, carrying a devastating force. Survival demanded avoiding low-lying areas, such as beaches and riverbanks, which the tsunami ruthlessly absorbed. For those without immediate access to higher ground, finding refuge in sturdy multi-story concrete buildings was essential. Climbing as high as possible was the key to safety. The higher above the ground, the better the chances of survival. However, these are just general guidelines. Given the immense power and speed we're talking about in the case of the deadly Boxing Day tsunami, practically no one had a chance. That's because this tsunami was unique in many ways, and to this day, some aspects remain unclear and unexplained by specialists. But before we dive into the description of the most dramatic and deadly disaster, we'd like to remind you to click the like button below this video and subscribe to our channel. It really means a lot to us, and it helps our viewership and helps the longevity of our channel, and we really appreciate it. Okay, back on topic. The 2004 tsunami was particularly exceptional and uncommon due to several reasons. To explain to you how devastating the tsunami was, imagine this. The energy released on the Earth's surface was estimated to be equivalent to more than 1,500 times the energy of the atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima. The shift in mass and the giant release of energy altered the Earth's rotation. A few weeks after the earthquake, theoretical models suggested that the seismic event shortened the length of a day by 2.68 microseconds due to the Earth's decreased flattening. That's pretty crazy, but that's not all. The quake was so powerful that it even reached such distant places as Antarctica or Mexico. Moreover, the tsunami was significant enough to be detected in Vancouver, surprising many scientists. Despite several hours passing between the earthquake and the tsunami's impact, almost all victims were caught off guard. There were no tsunami warning systems in the Indian Ocean to detect or alert the population living in the coastal areas. That's probably why the number of casualties was so high. People died not only on the coast, but one should not forget the thousands of sunken ships, or even people who died as a result of accidents caused by the tsunami, which were all kinds. For example, a regular passenger train traveling from Maradona to Matara was derailed and overturned by the tsunami, resulting in the deaths of at least 1,700 people, marking the deadliest single railway disaster in history. Also, the economic damage caused by the tsunami was immense. Agriculture suffered due to the saline water contaminating fields, infrastructure was destroyed, and the tourism industry was plunged into crisis. The deadly Boxing Day tsunami of 2004 remains a stark reminder of nature's immense power and the importance of preparedness. Thousands lost their lives and entire communities were forever changed. Now, if you found our video insightful, then please don't forget to hit the subscribe button below and click on the notification bell so you never miss our future content. Explore more compelling stories on our channel, and thanks for being part of our community. Stay informed, stay safe, and as always, thank you very much for choosing to spend your time with us today. We'll see you in our next video.